So if I could have your attention, it's 5 o'clock. We're going to call the meeting to order, and the first item up is approval of the agenda. Should be on your screen in front of you. Anything that needs to be changed?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Got us an agenda. Approval of the minutes, and you'll see a couple of different sets attached for the closed session and the regular on the 16th. And I'm assuming you've had time to look over them by now.
Move approval.
I'm gonna recuse myself,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, since I weren't here.
Was that anyone else? Okay. Who was the second? Okay. You got that down? Okay. No other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Okay, those are approved. And that's going to take us into a public recognition, and we have some great news coming out of Southside High School.
I'll do
And I
that from the
think
podium, if
Mr.
that's all right.
Johnson and Dr. Phipps are going to handle that.
Mr. Johnson, you want to add anything? I'm going to ask Imani Redmond to come up to the podium if you would. Imani is a Southside High School student, and the reason we wanted to recognize her tonight is that she recently placed first state champion in the long jump, 17 feet 6 inches, correct? We just want to say congratulations. Well done. We normally do things at the end of the month meeting, but we figured folks were going to be out of school, and we wanted to make sure that we had a chance to recognize you. So I want to say congratulations and ask you to go around and greet the board.
Congratulations.
That's a long ways to jump.
I don't think it's.
Was that jumping on her feet?
I would have to use a trampoline.
I couldn't jump that far with a trampoline.
Jumped 17 inches.
Congratulations. Very proud of you.
It's a good picture.
And I understand Imani's a junior, so we hope to have you back next year.
That's what I was gonna ask. Thank you. Congratulations.
And Randy, you have this posted for the TV. How long does it usually take? Tomorrow. So tomorrow you can start seeing yourself on television. We're going to move now into the action portion of the meeting, and the first item up is capital updates. Stan, that's you. And you guys, yeah, I should have said we generally take a break right now, but we're going to move right on. But thank you for being
Bye,
here.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, mine didn't change. Okay, sorry, Gwen. Mine shows Stan ahead of you, but this will only
She can
take.
do it. That's-
It'll take you standing up. This will
I have
take a
another
quick
one,
second.
so I'm here soon.
Okay. There's one attachment, so
I have 2 attachments.
okay. I got it now. Okay. You want us to just take a quick look?
Yes, sir.
Actually, I
Any
don't
questions you may have, I'll answer. It's just basically to finish up of the projects for this year that were on the Capitol.
Now, as far as the printout on the capital list, I'd ask Lisa to get some details on when things were ordered, and they're all on here.
Yes, sir.
I don't have any question at all. Everything looks fine to me. Does anybody have any questions for Stan on this? Okay, so proceed on. Now, you have us to look at something here.
Yeah, I just wanted to make y'all aware of 2 things in regards, or one thing basically with the Capitol is the cooling tower in Washington everything is on schedule. Brady Services has been on site. They have field verified and double-checked measurements of the equipment and styles. Work is scheduled to start mid-July, and they will have it completed within 3 to 4 weeks, so it'll be up before school starts. So,
Wonderful news.
yes,
I know
and
they've
we
had
need
a
it bad.
tough time.
We've been fighting to keep it up and going this past week. So Russ has done a great job, Russ and the guys. So,
Okay, got you. Okay.
any other questions?
Are you going to talk about the bid for CMS?
We
I
got
can.
seeking approval. What is that about?
Seeking approval for permission to proceed with the security upgrade at CMS.
There was a more extensive project there when we talked about doing more than just moving to the front. And Stan has a bid of a not-to-exceed bid.
Correct.
And we knew that was going to cost us more than the $6,000 that we had in capital. But he's got that dollar figure there and would like to proceed moving forward with that, to try to get it done.
Before the restart of school next year, so.
And all that falls in with what we'd already talked about.
It all does, yes, sir, and it's coming from capital money,
Right.
so security money, so it's nothing that's got to be approved. Just,
Right.
I wanted approval to
That's correct.
proceed with the
Since it was a change,
Yes, sir.
does everybody understand what he's saying there? Okay, can I see a motion on that?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, you got a motion, a second, to let him proceed with the discussions that we've already had about this. Any last questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody oppose that? Okay, proceed on.
No, thank you.
And that should be done before school starts, right?
Yes, ma'am, it will be. That's what we were wanting to get permission to proceed. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Now, Ms. Gwen, sorry about that. I guess I should have F5'd my computer screen.
Sorry.
That's fine. Okay.
Thank you for having me tonight. I've just come for a few items of business that we normally take care of at the end of the school year, beginning of the next school year. The first item is our paid lunch equity. It's a federal requirement for us to raise the price of paid lunches to equal what we receive in reimbursement from the federal government for free and reduced lunches at a gradual rate. Currently, our paid students pay $2.25, and they want us to be at $3.24. So tonight, I'm proposing that we raise the price of paid lunch 25 cents to equal $2.50 that our students with paid status will be paying. That will, and there's a second item that kind of piggybacks with the paid lunch equity, and that would be the community eligibility program. This is a program that offers free meals to students that in schools that are located in high poverty areas based on identified students that we receive from a partnership with Department of Social Services. And this year, with the hurricane that came through earlier in the school year, our number of identified students was right much larger, so we were able to use those numbers in qualifying some of our schools for the community eligibility program. This year, we would like to have all of our schools, all of our students eat free at school, at all of our schools. All of the schools I have in the CEP program, except for Early College High School. We would like to have Early College High School as a universal free school. This means that those students at Early College High School would still submit applications, free and reduced applications, and paid students would be paid. The Board of Education would pay for paid students to eat at that school. I did some math, and based on the participation for this school year, it would cost under $5,000 for the board to pay for those students to eat all year. And with us not having any negative balances next year because all students eat free, then the negative balance amount that you currently pay, which this year is about $6,500, will be, more than what you would pay for those students at early college to eat.
Right. So
Okay.
no, go ahead.
That was a lot of information.
Yeah,
and-
no, I get all that, that's fine.
Yes, ma'am.
My question is, we will not accumulate negative balances on à la carte items, is that correct?
No, ma'am, they're not allowed to
Okay.
charge all.
I just wanted to
items.
make sure that
Yes,
that
ma'am.
was,
I'm not going to say that sometimes they don't slip through when students think that they might have enough money on their account, but generally we do not charge. The policy is we do not charge à la carte items.
okay. So we shouldn't see a negative balance
No, ma'am.
anywhere. And if we do, it should be a glitch that
That
gets
we'll take
remedied
care
by
of.
the principal
Yes, ma'am,
ASAP.
we will take care of.
And this takes away that one headache that we've talked about in the past a bit.
It would,
The
yes,
negative
sir.
balance.
And the
Right.
CEP program, once you sign on, it's a 4-year program.
That was going to be another question.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
long?
So we can go 4 years. So we signed on 6 schools last year, but since our numbers are better and we're signing on with different schools paired up with the ones that are already, the 4 years starts over. Each year our numbers get better, we'll start another 4 years.
And by better, you really mean worse.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I know. That's the sad part of what is a good thing for
Yeah.
our students.
Yes, ma'am.
If approved, though, I think it needs to be stressed for the families that are watching, even though we're saying we're increasing the meal prices, the meals prices, the only students that would be paying would be at early college. And we're proposing that the board pick up that tab, which would be somewhere around $5,000. So while the meals have gone up, there's really no cost passed on to families at all.
Right, and the calculation that I gave you of $5,000 did include the 25-cent increase in the meal price.
Yeah, this
Now-
is,
No lose situation.
Are the meals at the early college trucked out?
They're
to-
transported, yes, sir.
Well, transported, excuse me, that sounds better.
They're trucked, yes, sir.
Trucked out.
as many as they carry, they truck them.
Truck them on out there, okay.
To me, this is one of those no-brainer ideas, but what is the board's
Mr.
pleasure?
Chairman.
Right.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Any other quick questions about this program? I think it's pretty simple. And all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Great.
Thank you for coming in and explaining it to us.
Thank you.
I read it, I wasn't even sure I could believe it after I saw it.
Me either, I kept thinking,
I wanted
well,
to hear
I
you
thought
say
maybe
it.
it was proposed, but that we wouldn't qualify, but you feel very confident that we'll
Okay.
qualify.
We qualify.
Oh, we do
Yes, ma'am.
qualify.
All the math has already been
Oh,
done. Yes,
okay.
ma'am. We all I needed was for you to say,
Okay, I thought maybe this was an application you were going after.
no, ma'am.
Great.
We're good.
It's one of those good news, bad news, or in this case, is it bad news, good news?
I did do bad news
I think
first.
it's bad news, good news.
I should have done good news and bad news.
Either way, it comes out the same at the end.
Thank you.
Parents
I just
don't
have one more
to
thing,
think.
real quick. 2017, 2018 food and supply bids. We did our formal bid in 15-16 with a 4-year rollover. I just need permission that, or approval that we roll over this year with our current food and supplies. Year to date, our groceries and our supplies have cost us less than last year. So I feel confident. We've had good service with all of our suppliers. That I feel confident if we move forward with the same suppliers and a rollover.
Okay.
Is our food being considered on a more positive note now?
I think that we're gonna see some regulations lighten some, and we're gonna be able to, since all students are eating free, we're gonna do a big push at open house this year. We're gonna have a lot of items available for parents and children to test, so that, just so that everyone can try and know what we're serving and how good the food is that we're serving. I think we're gonna get some good items in this coming year.
Good.
Besides the collards.
The collards are good.
Yeah.
And they're being cooked
Yeah.
fresh right here
Yes.
in Washington, North Carolina, so.
So I gotta mess with you just a little bit. So is it gonna be possible to move from 8 french fries to 9?
I don't know, I'm gonna have to do the math on that,
I'm sorry, it's
Well,
funny
I
to
can
me
change
that
the
they actually
shoestrings.
sometimes count the french fries.
if I
I'm
change
sorry.
the
It's funny to
shoestring
me.
instead of crinkle,
Then that makes a little more room.
they weigh differently, so,
Okay. There's more of them, but it nets out the same.
that's
You can
right.
get 12 crinkles, shoestrings.
But it weighs the same.
It's all in the
only 7
appearance and what it
crinkles.
looks
It's that
like.
tray moving down the line, and then you see somebody grab one french fry off the top, but I'm just thinking, why?
I gave you one
They
too
did it
many. I'm sorry. It was just,
But the
trying to do it
crinkle
the right
cook
way.
faster, right?
when I was out at the
Don't they
school
cook
one day, and they
faster?
were actually doing that, it was just funny to me. I'm
Hey, we
sorry.
can hash that out later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Smart,
I'm so
smart, smart.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
We shared the candy, but two each other.
Oh, well,
I don't need that.
okay.
okay, she's got everything she needs, so
Thank
we're
you.
good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And that takes us to a quick resolution that Don will explain. I'm assuming Don will explain.
This is a resolution for your consideration in opposition to partisan elections for the Beaufort County Board of Education. There are two different bills that we're talking about here. One is House Bill 265, which touches 5 different LEAs, or 6 actually, us and 5 others. And then Senate Bill 94 would be a statewide county boards of education would be elected on a partisan basis. This is just a resolution to saying that what we have right now works well for us, and that we feel like any addition of politics and partisan politics into the process would compromise the integrity, we feel like, in terms of the work that's going on. And we'd just like to ask for your consideration, and if you approve, we'll get a signature and send this up to the General Assembly, just to go on record that we oppose the idea of partisan board elections.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. I'll ask, is there any questions, but I think you already understand it.
Yeah.
Any? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody
Aye.
opposed? That was a late one, but we got it recorded.
That's right.
And I will sign
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, thank you for doing that.
Yes.
I will sign it right now and be done with it. And while I'm signing this, I will let Dr. Dix explain some field
Have
trips.
3 field trips. The first 2 are related. The field trip 10452 and 10416 are both Northside High School. It's the JROTC cadets going to the Leadership School in Fayetteville. You'll notice that one is a day earlier because they have some activities for one individual going the day before the others. That would be a private vehicle. The others will be going in a van, and they do this every summer. The other would be number 10419 North Side in Washington on the 20 to the 22nd of June, overnight FFA in Raleigh career development competition, and they'd be taking a bus. Just like to ask for approval for all three of these.
Okay.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, got a motion to second. Any other quick questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed to letting them go? I don't think so, so that's a done deal. And at this point, I will entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Love it.
I didn't know, are you just here to be here?
Closed session.
No,
Oh,
closed session. Closed
okay,
session.
all right.
No,
I wasn't
he's not
sure
here
if we
just to
were-
be here.
I had F5'd, I said, are we supposed to hear from Joe? I move that we go into closed session pursuant to General Statute
Lord.
143-318.11A1 to prevent disclosure of confidential personnel files under General Statute 115C-321 and student records under General Statute 115C-402 and 20 U.S. Code 1232G.
Second.
Second. Okay, we have a motion second to go into closed session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed to going into closed session? No? Okay. Okay. All right. We're now in open session, and our first order of business is to approve the personnel agenda that was just discussed today's
So moved,
date.
Mr. Chair.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any last questions? I don't think there are. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Personnel is done, and that carries us to calendar, or I believe if I can get the computer to work here. I didn't see anything different on it. Is there anything we need to talk about?
Just the
different about
graduation
calendar?
dates for the public know. They should know the dates and times already. We're doing all of those. We finished early college already. We're doing Washington at 8:30 on Saturday, Ed Tech at 11, North Side at 1, and South Side at 3:30.
Yeah, I got that time. I knew it was an error. So what's the real time for that Washington graduation?
8:30.
I'm just kidding with you, Don. It'll be cool.
It'll be cool.
It'll be cool.
Gonna feel a lot better than 6 o'clock at night.
I'm gonna tell
A
you.
year ago was a very hot graduation.
Yes, it
Ed
was.
Tech is what, yeah?
11 o'clock.
It should be right on your
I
schedule.
leave it, yeah.
And then we have the two board monthly meetings. The reason we have the last one is that we always have to do some things for financial closeout at the end of the year, so we've got that scheduled for the 29th. It'll be a short meeting.
Okay. Any board member updates?
You know, I want to thank all the staff members for Beaufort County Schools, from our custodial staffs all the way up the chain of staff, that they have done an exceptionally great job of keeping our students safe and educated and fed this year, and I really thank them. They worked hard this year.
And I know they'll be happy come Friday.
Yes.
Superintendent updates?
Yeah, school ends on Friday for the majority of students. Early college is already out. Test scores are being processed, and I just want to say that test scores are one measure. When you look at the folks that we've recognized tonight athletically throughout the year, we've recognized students for academic and athletic achievement and other curricular and extracurricular activities. I think we've had a very successful school year, and I want to thank the adults that have helped us, the students for their work, and just want to say well done.
It's been a relatively safe year. It's a good year, so.
You know,
breathe a
I
sigh of
know,
relief.
just to add to that, I know at the Northside graduation, Northside Senior Awards, Charles mentioned that the Northside Senior class had been awarded over $1.1 million in scholarships, and I understand Washington's was right at $1 million awarded. I mean, so this, over $2 million for two classes. I hadn't heard about Southside, but,
They'll do
I
their
mean, that's,
graduation, I think.
yeah, that's a testament to what, when colleges won them. So,
In early college at their graduation, they announced several scholarships, so that total will continue to go up as we add it all together.
Okay. Anything else anybody has to add? Mac looks like he's got something he wants to
Want
say.
them all to enjoy their short summer vacation. Time flies.
Is it gonna be short?
We will continue to do more with less, but we'll continue.
Dr. Phipps, has there been
Continue
any
on.
movement on the flexibility of the school calendar? We haven't heard any
No, I
more.
haven't heard anything else. I think they're tied up with budget issues right now. There were a couple of bills that were floated, some were pilots, and then but we haven't heard anything new.
Okay.
We will announce that we have accepted at NERSBA for next school year, 25 students from Beaufort County. And we want to come back with the board with some more information at a later date, okay?
Good deal.
All right.
Anything else? If not,
I make a motion we adjourn.
do I hear a second?
Second.
Had a motion, a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Cut those computers off.